Your team of thieves has been hired by a secretive international organization to steal a bioengineered cocktail derived from a blend of toxic insect venoms that will be the newest and deadliest bioterrorism tool on the market. Your employers are looking to influence global politics in a big way. Yes, you are the bad guys this year. You have two goals. First, to break into the Entomology lab, and the second, to find the mystery serum X. So the first thing that the players did was try and break into the Entomology lab. So they had the door, which was locked shut, had a sign on it that said, Biohazard, Buddy System Required for Entry, Ento Biotechnologies, Tomas Lab, and this biometric security system. And if they looked underneath, they saw the label that said, Locky Lock, a Fisher-Price company, biometric security hand scanner, 12 volts DC, warranty void if exposed to high voltage. So these were two very important pieces of information. And then we also had the wall of portraits, which were all the researchers in the lab. And they all had funny insect-themed little bios, Beetlejuice, drinks grasshoppers, spelling bee champion. And then the last bit of the puzzle was on the right, a gray electrical box, warning, high voltage, Surefire Electric Co. called Charlie, and I had his number, so this was really fun for the party because everyone was calling his cell phone number. And then there was one, this yellow wire had an exposed piece of copper. So people explored the room, they took the pictures down, they hung them back up, but really the key pieces of information were high voltage box with the electrical wire and the biometric security system, the palm scanner that said do not expose to high voltage. So really the solution to the puzzle here was to connect that exposed wire to the metal of the palm scanner. So what we did to make this puzzle work is we ran a wire through the wall, all through the room to the door, and then behind the door we had all the electronics. The door is opened by a small circuit board with an @Tiny85 chip. One of the analog input pins is wired to a voltage divider formed by the human chain and a 1 megaohm resistor. A capacitor was added in parallel to smooth out the input. Once the @Tiny85 reads a low enough voltage, in our case around 4 volts, on the analog input it switches an output, energizing a relay and sending 12 volts to the door latch. So there were 3 different puzzle tracks in this room, the beetle group, the hornet group, and the butterfly group. Beetle group, they have on the wall a board with some beetle cartoons and a grid of 9 beetles, all with labels. They also have a computer that's on and is username beetle group, and they don't know the password. And then a mouse pad, which if they turn over, they see another beetle grid with 1 beetle drawn in.
That position. Oh.
I'll hold it, you type.
Wait, Platycerus.
I'll hold it. Marginalis. ATYCERUS.
Space.
Space. I don't know. Space. Space. MARGINALIS.
Once they put in that password, they're into the EntoBio computer system, and there's only one file on the desktop that's relevant, and that is the blister beetle habitat. So if they open up that file, they get a live, in quotes, a live view of the blister beetle habitat, and the beetle is moving all around the screen, and they correlate that to directions.
Down, up, left, down, left.
Nice. You guys sailed through that.
Well, I recognize
Once you know
position locks now.
you know to look for.
Oh!
Oh, another molecule. There it is.
And what's on the other side?
Oh, look on the back.
Oh.
Can you show it to the camera? Ah, number 3.
So that means we need to get researcher number 3.
Well, it's 1, 2, 3. So it could be this one. Or it could be this one.
But
Or it could be those two.
So for the hornet group, first they had to look at all the slides, and we had done 6 slides that they had to look through the microscope to see, and there was a letter hidden in each slide. The way we did this was I created the file really large as a digital image, and we shrunk them down and sent them away to be printed all on one slide. And that was to create a really small image that still had the resolution of the original. So once they have the 6 letters, Vespid, V-E-S-P-I-D, that would open the metal cryptex.
D. The last one is a T. No, you would need a lower chair to actually use this.
Oh, look! Look!
Wait, what was it?
Vespid.
What's a vespid?
It's a wasp.
Oh, okay. No, this stool is too high. That wouldn't work.
Who made this?
You can relate these notes to the poster on the wall, chemical components of insect venoms, in order to solve for the 5-digit combination code. So the first one is the number of compounds found only in bee venom, and looking at the poster, there's 3. Number of compounds containing ant venom, there are 7. Wasp experiments, number of kinins, there are 2. Hornet experiments, number of compounds found in at least 3 subject species venoms, there are 8. And lastly, number of compounds without hornet venom, there are 6.
Oh, it opens! Hornet group. Oh, look at this. We have a model of a hydro. Does that match any of these?
Well, did you turn it over yet?
No. Oh.
Oh, is that a...
I know where I recognize that from.
And then our butterfly group, this was our mechanical physical puzzle with a key. So we have this nice table we picked up for free. Sandwiched between the tabletop and that second layer of glass was a popsicle stick maze. So we could put the key into the maze, reset the whole puzzle, and then the only way to get the key out would be to use the magnet to drag the key all through the puzzle and to the one opening that was cut.
You lost him. Back to him. Go towards you just a little bit. Oh!
Can I reach in and grab it?
You want to reach in and grab it?
No, you can.
It's right here. Yeah, on top of that. Yeah, right there. Okay.
Oh, a key. Oh,
Am I getting up today?
Mm-hmm. Key.
So key
Okay, Paul. Whoa.
opens.
He wasn't going to help me. Oh.
You want a hand?
Watch your head.
Oh.
We haven't read this.
I will turn to butterfly now.
They're a little sticky. Is it turned the right way? Yeah.
Oh. Oh, look.
What does it say? Oh, both the top and the bottom.
Once players had all three molecules, they had all of the tools they needed in order to finish the room. Pictures 1 through 4 arranged, and I put a border around the set so they would know which one was on which end. And people picked that up really quickly and went back out into the hallway to consult. And they picked Hannah Rowland, Matt Buffington, Akito Kawahara, and Elisa Tomas. And then they just had to scan those in order on the retina scanner.
Oh.
Nice catch. And this for this they had to be somewhat precise and bring the portrait's eye right up to the scanner itself, because the RFID tags are pretty small. So you can see here we had a little label by the retina scanner that said 1 millimeter range, and that was to help clue people in that they needed to press firmly. The serum container was held closed with a solenoid latch, and a Raspberry Pi read the output of the RFID scanner and looked for the right ID codes. Once it saw all 4 in the right order, it triggered a relay to open the latch. The output side of this operation is very similar to the door lock relay. This time an off-the-shelf relay board was used, as it was easier than finding a relay that could operate on 3.3 volts and the low currents that the Raspberry Pi can output. The Raspberry Pi was running a Python script that was adapted from our 2019 escape room, which was also using the RFID reader.